I would say someone who is quiet and reserved and loyal to a fault and values a lasting relationship way more than they should. Also someone who takes their abuse without reciprocating and who is providing for their daily needs. I lasted 20 years with my spouse with BPD. I went through every stage and aspect of a relationship with someone who is suffering with BPD: idealization, splitting, relationship sabotage, push-pull, devaluation and finally discard. Only my ex could tell you for sure why she stayed so long. But obviously she was getting something out of it to have stayed. I think she got a sense of comfort in knowing that I was a loyal person. Even loyal to a fault, I would say. She knew that I was going to stay despite her abuse and wasn't going to leave for anything short of infidelity. So she could have her many meltdowns and I would still be there to try and patch things up and pretend that they never happened. I allowed her to act up and never held her accountable. In a sense, I enabled her BPD behavior and didn't force her to deal with it. I was also providing all of her livelihood needs. I think this was a big reason she stayed long after my permanent devaluation. There is certainly value in having your financial and housing needs met, particularly for someone who lacks the skills and experience to provide for their own. But this value can diminish after many years of marriage as the BPD spouse comes to realize that even in divorce their basic support will be provided for. And eventually my discard did come. Her perception of loyalty on my part eventually came crashing down. I was never really disloyal, but actual facts don't matter to someone with BPD. She felt that I had chosen other family members over her and ones that she didn't particularly like. As a result, she felt betrayed and filed for divorce. Honestly, I don't think many people could have lasted with her as long as I did. If medals were given out for lasting in a BPD relationship, I would certainly have earned one. If I had known as much about BPD throughout my marriage as I do now, I would have realized the inevitability of our relationship instability lasting forever. But I just kept thinking we would reach a point where things would level out and we could achieve stability and harmony. It was naive and flawed thinking, and many years of my life were wasted as a result.